So here's our mortar mix.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And we're going to put a splodge, is that the right word, splodge, along the edge here?
Any terminology is accepted.
I think you used sausage, didn't you, as well?
That's right.
Another, so
yeah. And because of the size of the slab, we're going to put a 3x2, or modern measurement 900 by 600. So it's quite a large slab.
Yeah.
So we're going to put about 9 good dollops in there.
Okay, so I've done one,
And,
another
so
one over there.
I think Roger's going to put in sort of three lines of 3. Does that make sense?
It does to me.
Yeah,
don't know about anybody else. So am I doing it about right now?
That's right.
Okay, and then one down the middle.
Yep.
And you were saying that when we're doing this, making sure that we got plenty on the corners.
That's very important, yeah, because we want to avoid what in the trade they call rockers, where the slab can rock from corner to corner. So
making sure I've got plenty, plenty here, and then plenty at the other corner there. Yeah.
I think we're going to sort of make a bit like a grid pattern.
Okay.
And sort of fill in the bits in between there.
So I've got a bit of a gap there, haven't I? So a bit like this, one of there?
That's right, sort of in between the 3 blobs sort of thing, sort of make a sort of 3 squares. What I might suggest is, you see the line towards the back there?
Needs to go further back?
That's right, just to make sure it sits under the slab properly. That's right.
How's that? Is that nearer to the edge?
That's much better, yep.
Okay.
And it's allowing a bit of space for it to be squashed down then.
That's a corner there, so we need to look after that, do we not?
That's right. And
right.
I'd use the line there as a guidance to know how much mortar to put down. So you know, with in relation to the slab. So,
is this okay now? Is this?
Yeah, very good.
You don't have to say very good if it's not. You know,
no,
you can be honest.
Oh no. So,
okay, another bit there.
That's right. And what I would suggest is perhaps scraping a little bit away, because we're going to struggle to tap the slab down. So just use that line down, and so bearing in mind how thick the slab is. So I'm going to go down a little bit below that line.
Scrim some of this off.
That's right.
Is this what we're looking to do?
That's right. And use it where else?
That corner there, maybe. Could do with some.
And then the sort of.
A bit of a gap there, so do I need to come down a bit more? Or?
Yeah, if you the slab's about 30 millimeters thick. So if you allow it to tap down about 20 millimeters, so you know, so if you're down about a centimeter below the line, that's plenty good.
I love it when you talk technical to me.
And perhaps along the back there as well, just push it.
Take some of that off.
Or either that, or you can sort of squash it down a little bit, and just so we're not struggling too much to. That looks better. So we've got plenty mortar in there, which ensures the slab will stick very well, and along the edges it's always recommended we got a good line of bed there, which will help with the pointing as well. And
so along here, yeah?
That's right, yeah. But also ensuring we leave a gap between the previous slabs so we're not disturbing that. That's right.
Is that about right?
I'd say we give that a try and see how we get on with that.
Well, I'm going to lift the slab on. I don't want to show me lifting the slab on film because you're just going to be too awestruck with my strength. So I'm going to put it in place and then we'll see how it looks. There we are. So this little beauty, not so little, but definitely a beauty, is roughly in place. It's just not quite touching the string all the way along. And we've kind of got it more or less level, but now we need to kind of check him out and maybe do a bit of tapping if required with the mallet.
That's correct.
Right. Okay. And you were saying that if I'm going to do any tapping, not to go tapping on corners, and sometimes it's tempting to do that because I can see that it looks a little bit low on that corner or something, but so I might be tempted to tap that, but actually if we take a line through the middle.
That's right, an imaginary cross through the middle.
There we are.
And
that's where we do the tapping.
Yeah, so anywhere else could rock the slab, and not ideal, that isn't. And,
he knows, you know. Right, okay, so what are we trying to do? We're trying, I guess, to get this slab, if anything, just to fall slightly that way.
That's right.
So any water runs away from the house and it's going to run to where we're going to have... The current plan is it could be an artificial lawn. Me having artificial grass in my garden. I can't believe it, but we'll come to that in a month or two. So we're just looking to get a bit of a fall on this slab. So before anything else, what do we need to do? Is it?
Well, if we bring it down to, because it's not far off the right level there, but it's quite a bit above the line here.
Yeah.
So we want to tap this down.
So on here.
That's right, and we can go to town on it quite a bit because it's a large slab. So yeah, continue a bit.
Is he going down?
Yeah, we're getting a lot closer, definitely.
Am I doing a good job, Al?
Fantastic job. And that's it, keep tapping towards the edge of the slab there. You can see the cement squeezing down there, so the slab will stick really well. And I think it's also important to mention with these natural things not to rely too much on a spirit level like you would there. That's why we're using the brick line. Yeah. Because you've got so much...
They're so uneven, aren't they?
That's right.
That's part of the beauty, but also the challenge of these natural
That's
slabs.
right. So we're not too far off there, and you know, what we'll do now, we'll just check we've got a fall away from the house there. So I'll just use this little level there and move it about a bit and sort of get a...
So we're looking for the bubble to go slightly to this end of the
That's
tube.
right. So if the bubble's towards this side, we know we've got a bit of a fall there. So I would say we could just give a few little taps there and just continue that a little bit, and then a few more here just to help bring it down towards the line there, and I don't think we'll be far off of it. Just check that we got... I'm happy with that, and we just do a final adjustment, make sure it's straight with the line, and
Should we check with the boss?
Well, I'll leave that to you. And
how's it look? All right.
I can't see through this camera because I'll tell you after.
Yeah, and then we just want to also make sure it just matches the other slabs there.
Yeah.
And it's just best to use your hands with these rather than a level, because they are all different shapes and undulations, and so I think we'll let that go as it is then.